Hey guys, what is going on? It is Minituff, and welcome to Q&A Wednesday, a series that should be weekly and sort of is, where pretty much you guys send in your questions via Twitter, and I will get to as many as I can and talk about them in video format. So let's just go ahead and start off with this gameplay. This isn't my gameplay, this is Armada Ninja's gameplay. He actually did one of my videos for Subscriber Sunday, so you probably know who he is by now, unless you haven't seen that video. So why aren't you watching Subscriber Sunday? So you should be watching that. And you know, I was gonna say sorry for uploading this late, but then you know I realized I don't have to say sorry because I don't have to. It's YouTube. You don't have to. I'm like setting these parameters for myself. Like I gotta upload by this. I gotta do this, and you know. I know I should be doing, you know, the best things I can to get my videos out at the right time, where it's not too late and nobody sees it, or, you know, doing this kind of quality and stuff. But I mean, you don't have to make it where if you don't meet these requirements, you're like bagging yourself down. So I'm thinking, you know, I'm gonna try to just, you know, whatever. Like if I upload late, I upload late. You know, just deal with it. but yeah, in all seriousness, I'm just gonna, you know, like school and stuff has been really work intense. Like I've been doing a lot of work on it, so that's, I mean, not work that I like, but you know, work that I need to do. And you know, it makes me get home late or work, you know, more after school where I can't do videos and stuff. But you know, I try to do as much as I can, and it'll be over soon, and summer will be here, and then man, I'll have lots of time, so it'll be great. So that's that. So let's go ahead and actually get into the first question. You know, let's do that. So our first question comes from Mason Walk, and he says, what is your computer specs? And this is actually my second take at this part of the video, because I talked for about 7 minutes just about my computer. Like, I can go on for days. It's kind of sad, but hey, I went back and I watched it, and I'm like, this is a mess. I talked for way too long. Nobody understood it. I was like, I got this thing overclocked to 4.2 gigahertz, and I got 1600 megahertz RAM, and I did all these weird like things. I'm like, I'm gonna get this, and okay, I'm gonna try to say this in terms that normal people understand, because I don't think most people understand like hardcore computer talk. So let me go ahead and go over my specs. And I'm assuming that because he's asking this, he'll understand what I'm saying when I say, okay, I've got this and this. But for those of you guys who don't understand, I'll try to explain it. So I've got a Core i7 3770K. And remember, my computer is about 8 months oldish, I guess. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and in the description, there'll be a link. It will say Building the Beast by Minituff. And that is my video that I created a while back. And it's a video of me pretty much building my computer, because I have a custom built computer. So you can go down in the description, click that link, and it will show you like a real video of me actually building my computer if you want to see what it looks like. So that's why I haven't done a setup video, because I've already shown my computer, and maybe soon if I make some changes or something like that, I might make a new video. But for now, I feel that I've already shown my video and computer specs. So you guys can go down there and watch my video on it of me building it. But for those of you who don't want to do that, and he asked me, so I'm not just going to say, hey, go watch my video. I'm going to go ahead and explain my actual computer specs. So I have a Core i7 3770K, and at the time this was as good as it gets, excluding the Sandy Bridge E CPUs. And if you don't know what those are, they were like the 6-core, like really expensive, like $1,000, $600 CPUs by Intel. And the reason I didn't get them, I would have gotten them, and maybe I'm thinking now maybe I should have, but the reason I didn't get them is because I was kind of a hardcore Mac user at the time. I was switching over from my MacBook Pro over to my custom built computer, and instead of going full blown Windows on me, which I'm actually kind of I would say full blown Windows now, because I'll explain in a second. But instead of doing Windows all the time, I decided, why not do a Hackintosh where I can get the power of a custom built computer, but the actual operating system of Mac OS X Lion or Mountain Lion or whatever I was on at the time. And so that's why I built my own computer, and those are the specs. And what I'm getting at is the Sandy Bridge E supercomputer cores didn't work with Mac at the time. I think they do now, except for a few things. But that's pretty much, you know, that's why I got the 3770 instead of the high end. Because at the time I was like building the highest end computer you pretty much could. I mean, I had some things toned down, but I mean, it was pretty hardcore. So I Core i7 3770K, and I overclocked this thing to 4.2 gigahertz using a Corsair H100 cooler. I have a Gigabyte G, it's like a GA Z77X-UD5H. Remember, I'm pulling all this stuff from my head, so you know it might not be spot on accurate. But then I have some G-Skill Ripjaws RAM. It's running at 1600 megahertz. It's 16 gigabytes, 2 8 gig sticks. Then for my video card, I have a GTX 680. I might be getting a second one sooner than later. Maybe, probably around when Battlefield 4 comes out. I don't know if my computer can handle Battlefield 4. So for that, I'll probably be getting another 680, but that's expensive, like $500. I don't know if it's in the budget, but we'll see. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I have a Corsair. I think it's Force GT 240 gigabytes. Solid state drive. That's what I'm running my operating system on for Mac and PC. I have, I think, 60 gigabytes of that SSD dedicated to Mac, and the rest, what is that, 180 gigabytes dedicated to Windows. So that's my storage. I also have a Seagate Barracuda 3 terabyte drive. That's what I record to, and that's where I save all my games, my Steam stuff. That's where my mass storage is. So pretty much all my, you know, applications are stored on my actual C drive, but on my big stuff, like big games and my music and my if I had movies or whatever big files I would have, I would put on that drive. So I think that's it. Let me think. No, I think I'm not missing anything. I mean, yeah, I don't think I missed anything. Okay, let's go on to the next question, which comes from Mega Code Films, and he says, "How do you become a partner on YouTube?" Hashtag Ask Minituff. I kind of like that. It's kind of neat. So I became a partner back when no one was a partner. And what I kind of mean by that is, like, right now, technically, you have, as a normal YouTuber, you have all the features as a partner. And this is something I'm not really all that happy about. Like, there's no difference, basically. Like, there are some differences, but there's very minimal differences between a partner and non-partner now. So, you know, like right now, you know, there's no banners anymore. So you don't have custom banners. Everyone has custom thumbnails now. You know, everyone has monetization. So what's the point of being a partner? Oh, you can be with a network? Well, okay. I still, like, people became a partner for those features, and now everyone has them, so it's not really special about being a partner. But, you know, how do you become a partner? I don't think you are a partner, dude. You've got all the stuff you need. If you want to be with a network, that depends on the network, because, you know, there are some networks that will let you in with like 20 subs and like 2 videos. There are networks that really don't care, and there are some that have very strict guidelines. I know, like Machinima, they are, you know, pretty strict on who gets in there. I know they've lessened up a bit, but before they were like hardcore, like you had to be this. Don't meet those standards, not even giving you a chance. So I mean, I would say, unless you're like not planning on, you know, doing YouTube a lot, but I would say stay where you at right now. Don't try to go and get a partnership, because partnership is very similar to, you know, to non-partners. You pretty much have all the same features. But once you get your channel really big enough, then you can go for a network, and don't go for some network you've never heard of just because they're offering you a partnership. I actually know someone personally who just went with pretty much, I don't want to say a crappy network, but he went with, these guys offered me a partnership, I'm gonna take it. You know, I don't like, just have high standards for who you're gonna be partnered with, and I wouldn't just go out, oh man, these guys are gonna partner me, I'm gonna take that right now. You know what I mean? Because, you know, if your channel ends up getting big, you're gonna regret it, and I wouldn't advise to, you know, go ahead and just partner whoever you can. So one more question I can fit in here is by Irish Legend 64, and he says, who would you make a video with, Syndicate, Deadlocks, or Chimney Swift? And I would have to say Syndicate. And I mean, I don't really watch all that much of these guys anymore. I mean, I don't watch that many gaming videos, really. Like, I watch them, okay, don't get me wrong, I watch them, but I used to be like hardcore watching him. So I still watch him here and there, but I'm not like, I used to be really hardcore watching him. But yeah, I would definitely want to meet Syndicate, because if like, for instance, if this list was just who would you want to meet, you know, what YouTuber, I would actually pick Syndicate in one of my top lists, because I think we have really similar personalities. We're both energetic and crazy like that. So I mean, I think it'd be cool to meet him. So yeah, I mean, in that list, Syndicate wins for me. And I'm not saying I don't like any of the other commentators. They're all amazing. They've all got, you know, the big audiences, whatever. So they're doing something right. But I think, you know, me and Syndicate would be able to get along well, and it'd be kind of cool to meet him. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. And make sure to tweet me your questions. I can't make any more videos unless you give me questions. That's it, guys. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.